June the 21st, a day we'd all been looking forward to, but putting COVID restrictions behind us by midsummer now looking much less likely. COVID cases are climbing, the PM's path out of lockdown now likely to take longer. The figures are not looking good, are they?
It's clear that the cases are going up, and that the levels of hospitalisation are going up. Clearly, it's a matter of serious concern. Now,
less optimistic, aren't you, from where you were at the end of May? That's fair, isn't it?
Yes, that's certainly fair.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is make sure that the roadmap is irreversible, but you can't have an irreversible roadmap unless you're prepared to be cautious.
It's all pretty depressing, to be honest, isn't it? I mean, can you do this at least? Can you reassure our viewers that your cautious but irreversible route out of lockdown, where we've got to now, we're not going back? Can you just guarantee us that?
I think that all our viewers should be reassured by this, that the situation is dramatically different from what it was in either of the first two waves of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You're seeing a different group now going into hospital, largely, and the outcomes on the whole are better. That is caused by the huge effectiveness of the vaccine rollout. So you're seeing in this way.
You're committing that we are not going back. We won't be going back to taking the kids out of school. We're not having any more lockdowns. It's done.
The whole point of having an irreversible roadmap is just that, to make it irreversible. And to do that, sometimes, as I've said repeatedly, you have to be cautious.
So you're prepared to be Mr. Delay, not to be Mr. Reverse later down the line. Is that how I could describe you?
Just to cheer you up a little bit more, what I can tell you is that the scientists are agreed about one thing, that they do not think there is any case for going into reverse.
COVID not the only big problem facing this Prime Minister, and the next biggest, arguably one of his own making. Tensions building between the UK and EU over post-Brexit trading arrangements in Northern Ireland. The two sides appear to be on a collision course. A year ago you said there would be a border in the Irish Sea, and I'll quote you, "over my dead body," and here we both are. There is a border in the Irish Sea. Were you lying when you said there wouldn't be one, or did you not understand the treaty that you signed over Brexit?
I think that the treaty I signed, is perfectly reasonable. I don't think that the interpretation or application of the protocol is sensible or pragmatic. There are all kinds of impediments being constructed, and we need to sort it out. I think we can sort it out.
By the end of June?
I think we can sort it out,
but
it's up to our EU friends and partners to understand that we will do whatever it takes. And there is some misunderstanding.
What does that mean, whatever it takes?
Well,
you won't honour the protocol?
I think if the protocol continues to be applied in this way, then we will obviously not hesitate to invoke Article 16.
So it wasn't an oven-ready deal, and we could be having a trade war in July.
If I may say so, I think I've talked to some of our friends here today who do seem to misunderstand that the UK is a single country and a single territory, and
yes.
I think they just need to get that into their heads.
This problem in the Irish Sea, something this Prime Minister says he'll work out, but his fighting talk on Brexit heard loud and clear by others here. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Cornwall.